I don't know. This Julia Venz is something. I mean, she's really pretty. I don't know, there's something about her. I can't put my finger on it. Hey guys, what do you think? I know some of you guys are thinking she's not your type, but I would say she's definitely my type. Heck, she can pump my irons any day. Eh. They call her the bodybuilding Barbie. Because she has a face of a doll, but a body of a bodybuilder. What, they ever thought of a doll of that? But she is pretty. Anyway, welcome, ladies and gentlemen. Today I decided to, not to review something for you folks today, but I found something I always thought was really crazy. And sadly, this ain't gonna be my crossover theory. This one is gonna be... I mean, these are crossovers I never even thought of, but the comic books already made it. I never thought of them because I thought they were just crazy. So therefore, ladies and gentlemen, this here is going to be my top 7. That's right, folks. Top 7 crazy crossover comics that I never even thought of. Something very crazy. So, dang speeders. Anyway, and why top 7? Because I couldn't find 10 of them. I only found 7 of them. So, anyway, let's start with number 7. Number 7 is Justice League / Mighty Morphin Power Rangers. Now, I love the Justice League. Don't get me wrong. I just don't care much for the New 52, and now I hear the Rebirth are being a lot better. I love the Justice League, because I love the DC Comics. Mighty Morphin Power Rangers, on the other hand, well, I hate to tell you folks who are... Well, for those of you who are Power Ranger fans, you should look up for that comic. Me, I lost my entrance of the Power Rangers long ago. Although when they were announced back then when I was in elementary school, I did got into it. And I had a huge crush on the actress who played Pink Ranger. Of course, her name escapes me, but maybe one of these days I'll talk about. Maybe one of these days I might come about and tell you about the Power Rangers, but right now, I mean, I only liked the Power Rangers until they became Power Ranger Zero, where I lost interest completely. But somehow my brother, he continued on liking them. Until he stopped. I don't know which one he stopped to. But, and yeah, I heard about the Power Ranger movie coming up, and I'm debating if I'll be interested on seeing it or just ignore it. I'm just in between. I mean, I only like the original cast, the original group of the Power Rangers. Sadly, the actress who played Trini, the Yellow Ranger, died in a car accident. That sucks. And of course, the actress who played the Pink Ranger, Kimberly, she still looks great for a woman her age. And I'm glad to hear that she's still acting. I mean, she's appearing in other TV shows. And of course, when she's not busy acting in TV shows, she has her own YouTube channel, and I subscribed it. And she does, I mean, she plays a guitar and sings in her Pink Ranger outfit. And sometimes she also appears in a few YouTube videos. But all in all, I just think that the Justice League meeting the Power Rangers, I think it's crazy. I mean, I know Batman's not thinking they're ridiculous. But for those of you who are the fans, go Power Rangers. Alright. Next one. Number 6. Star Trek meets the X-Men. Now, I've seen the review of this comic book from my favorite comic book critic, who goes by the name of Linkara. And of course, there are other people who reviewed Star Trek / X-Men. It was a pretty interesting concept between the X-Men and Captain James D. Kirk of Starship Enterprise. I mean, I'm a huge fan of the X-Men, and I'm a huge fan of Star Trek. I just never thought they can cross over. And my favorite scene is when Dr. McCoy was working, and Dr. Lennon McCoy, a.k.a. the Beast, they both start working together, and Nurse Chapman showed up and says, "Dr. McCoy," and Dr. McCoy and Beast, at the same time, they say, "Yes." But of course, I like the Next Generation version of Star Trek, and they did do a crossover of the X-Men with the Next Generation. Sadly, Captain Jean-Luc Picard never met Professor Charles Xavier on that comic. And I kind of like the ending where Worf was looking at a cigar that Wolverine gave him, and Worf says, "Stokey?" Anyway, I just never thought that the group of space traveling, space travelers meet a group of mutants who are sworn to protect people who fear and hates them. I just never thought it could be possible, but they did it. Number 5. Eminem and The Punisher. I know, laugh about it. Eminem and The Punisher. Now, for those of you who are expecting me, well, there's only one impression I can do about Eminem. Who's a real Slim Shady? Please stand up. This is my only impression I can do of Eminem, and it was from his song he made from Green Mile. Look, his palms are sweaty, knees weak, arms are heavy, there's vomit on his sweater already. Mom's spaghetti, he's nervous, but on the surface he looks calm and ready to drop bombs, but he keeps on forgetting what he wrote down. The whole crowd goes so loud, he opens his mouth, but the words won't come out. He's choking how? Everybody's choking now, the clock's run out, time's up, over, blam! And that's the only thing I can do of Eminem. But him teaming up with the Punisher, a vigilante with no superpowers from the Marvel Comics, who is in a never-ending journey of killing murderers and rapists who gets away with their crimes, and mobsters. You know, one of these days I should review the Punisher, because he is a pretty interesting character. But right now, this is just a top 7 review. Moving right along. Hang on, sometimes I go on, I lose count. Number 4. Another superhero meets a real person. Superman versus Muhammad Ali. For those of you who do remember the history of the famous boxer in the world, fly like a butterfly, sting like a bee. Who'd have thought that they decided to do a crossover of the Man of Steel going one-on-one with the famous boxer in history, Muhammad Ali. I mean, what's next? Batman versus Mike Tyson? This was the only crossover they did with a real human, and thank God they... No, wait. Yeah, they did a comic book with Charles Bartlett versus Godzilla, but it's not on my list. You know, I wish they stopped using real people to do crossovers with superheroes. I just think they're silly. Number 3. Oh, you're gonna love this. Snake Plissken teaming up with Jack Bird and the Old Pork Chop Express. From Big Trouble in Little China, Escape from New York. I mean, talking about having two best characters played by Kurt Russell crossing over in this one. Of course, I thought it was kind of crazy. I mean, Jack Burton, he's just a trucker. If any of you remembered my Big Trouble in Little China review, he's just he is a reluctant hero who just all of a sudden his truck was stolen by a group of Chinese people who are into demons and all, and his friend's girlfriend gets kidnapped. So all he wants is his truck back, and he battles against this evil bad guy named Lo Pan. And of course, he teams up with Snake Plissken, a futuristic convict who gets hired to go into a prison island of New York. I think I should do a review of Escape from New York so you know what I'm talking about. Kurt Russell plays this eye patch action hero named Snake Plissken. Now this would be kind of interesting how it's going to go. Hey, this is Jack Burton. I don't want any trouble, big or small. I just want my truck back. And who are you? The name's Plissken. Snake Plissken. Got a smoke? Sorry, I don't smoke. You know, that's another thing that does bug me. You know the movies The Expendables, when they have all those action stars all together? Why can't they have a part for Kurt Russell? He is the action star. They should have him do his appearance on The Expendables, along with my favorite actor who played Sledgehammer, David Rashi. And of course, also, my grandma asked me why can't they have Sean Connery? But of course, he's getting really old and he's retired. But any of the Bond actors, they wouldn't make a cameo on The Expendables. And for that matter, why can't Clint Eastwood join? Unless his loyalty belongs to Warner Brothers. Number 2, and I probably mentioned this in the in my Ninja Turtle review, which I'm trying to have it uploaded on YouTube. Batman meets the Ninja Turtles. Turtle power! I always thought that was pretty awesome. Have the Dark Knight himself teaming up with 4 mutated pizza-loving amphibians. And of course, in this story, Batman works with the he teams up with the Ninja Turtle because the Shredder ends up in Gotham City, and he meets the Penguin and other villains, other Batman villains. And all of a sudden, the Shredder kept turning Batman's villains into animals. Like the Penguin turned into a real penguin. And I think they turned the Joker into a snake. Or a cobra. Anyway, he was full of venom anyway. Number 1, and this will be the last of the crazy crossover. Archie versus the Predator. Seriously? Now, I'm not much of a reader of Archie comics, And the Archie comics had been around since the 50s. It's just a teenage comedy about Archie Andrew who goes into high school, meets Betty and Veronica. Betty likes Archie, Archie likes Betty, but he also likes Veronica, and Veronica is a rich girl who really likes Archie. And there's a kid named Reggie who hates Archie but loves Veronica. And then there's Jughead, and he doesn't love anything except food. He's like the comic book version of Shaggy from Scooby-Doo. But have Archie versus with the Predator? Those extraterrestrial hunters who hunts different types of species for their skulls as trophies? And I think I'll do it again. Now it's my impression of the Predator. Although I do remember how they talk. You know, I should bring Multi-Voicinator and probably review the Predator for me. Because that's one thing he wanted to review. But Archie? I only have one comic book of the Archie comics, and I think I might be able to review it. And why not? What the heck? Stay tuned, folks. My next review is gonna be Archie. I'll be talking about the Archie comics, the comic book I have, and the franchise they made of Archie comics. Heck, maybe this time I might talk of what I think about that show Riverdale. Well, that is it, folks. These are the top 7 crazy crossover, and boy, am I done. I think I should pick that up. Anyway, any of you who likes this this top 7 list, please leave a comment down below, hit like, subscribe. I don't know about you, but I think I'm gonna clean up the mess and then get things ready for my Archie review. So, stay tuned. Till then, Michael Grimm, Multi-Voice Reviewer, saying, see you soon.